What's up? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel and being here once again. And again, it's Friday. I've been making these Friday videos after Friday Night Magic, and this was the first draft of Tarkir. Last week was pre-release, and so I've been a bit shaky in terms of this set. I've been playing a little bit on Arena. It's been kicking my butt. I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and I feel like I can stabilize the board, and suddenly my opponent will just play something that just crushes me out of nowhere, and man, I don't know. It just there's all sorts of wildness so far that I guess I'm just not quite used to yet. I'm gonna have to get used to it pretty soon. Today, played 3 games, and my first opponent just destroyed me, and I was like, oh, here we go again, just having a tough time with this set, really tough time. But thankfully, I won my next 2 games, and they actually kind of went the way I felt losing, but on the other side. So what I mean is, I just felt so shaky in those games that I played. I didn't feel like I was playing well, and I felt like my opponent was sort of on the front foot and had they were just ahead of me. But somehow I was able to pull through and win my next 2 games against pretty solid opponents. They played very well, but I won, and that really surprised me that I actually was able to pull off those victories. I did get used to some of the cards. I played a wedge that I don't play very often, Jeskai, which is red, blue, and white, but I was just getting Jeskai cards all the time, and so, especially in Pack 1. Pack 1 I had lots of Jeskai, so I was like, I'm just going to play Jeskai. I haven't really figured out the best way to draft this format yet. I don't know, I'm sort of just picking the best cards that I see that I feel like would make a big impact in the game, and then just then trying to pick up fixing and lands that would help me. In fact, Teamer, which is blue, green, and red, which I played last week, and who I played Teamer opponents today, they seem to have great mana throughout. Whereas in Jeskai, I felt like getting my mana right was actually pretty difficult. Thankfully, I did have lots and lots of ways to sort of generate the mana that I needed to win. But it was not easy, and it took a little bit of an effort to be able to do that. So I went 2-1. So I got my prize packs here, 2 packs of Tarkir Dragonstorm, which will open after I check out the cards in the deck with you. And then, yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that. That's what we always do here on the channel anyway. So let's turn the camera around, check out the deck. All right, let's start here with the old Swiftwater Cliffs. These are gain lands. They come in tapped, but they're nice in that you gain 1 life. And oftentimes I found, so far early in this format, is, there is a little bit of a buffer window in those first few turns where you can, I guess, take the turn off and just play the lands. My opponents were playing lands. I was playing lands. And I didn't see much aggro, I guess, today, even though I'm pretty sure there's going to be aggro in this format. Early on in this onset, people weren't really doing the aggro at my local card store. So even if they were, they're pinging in there for 1 and 2 little pieces of damage, and these really help you kind of stay in the game at that point. So I had this one. I had 2 Tranquil Groves, which was great. I had 2 Windscarred Crags. On all these I had to draft. And then Evolving Wilds, which is something else that helps really fix you. So, and check this out. I got an Arid Mesa, of all things. I saw that in the pack. This was pack 3, pick 1. I was like, Arid Mesa, that's my colors, and I just got to take it. It's a cool special guest card. I pulled the Dragon Scale card of this last week, and yeah, it was great. So this actually worked out really well, because unlike Evolving Wilds, this fetch land, it's expensive, first of all. I don't know how much it's worth now, maybe $15, $20, $25. But the land you get comes in untapped, and so you can pick either red or white, whatever it is you need. I thought this was a cool pickup. All right, in the deck, Veteran Ice Climber. I like this guy. He's vigilant, which is great. 1/3, good blocker, especially for 2 or less power creatures. When he attacks, you can have the mill. Getting this guy with more power, putting counters or something on this guy is just great. I love this guy when you can do that. And so I didn't do a whole lot of Ice Climbery stuff in this game, but at 1/3 for 2, I thought he was at least someone who could defend a little bit. This is a card I like better. Sunset Strike Master. It's a mana dork. It's a 3/1, so easily dies to little things. But it's cool in that you can pay 2 and a red, tap it to sacrifice, and it'll deal 6 to a target creature with flying. And so that's going to kill a lot of the dragons out there. This hit the table a few times, and on my side and on my opponents, and we were looking at like, okay, this thing has to die, because if I play my dragon, this thing will just kill it. So a lot of the removal was kind of directed right here at Sunset Strike Master. This is a card I've learned to really love early in the format, Snowmelt Stag. It's a 2/5 amazing defender on your turn. Or sorry, on their turn, but on your turn it's a 5/2 sort of powerhouse with vigilance, and you can actually make it unblockable for a lot of mana, 7 mana, but you can get to 7 mana in this format. So like in a board stall, this card will get through. And I've had cards in this deck, which I'll share with you, that puts counters on things, and the more powerful this is, the faster your game is going to end. Bear of Glory. This is a nice sort of 2 for 2, not a 2 for 2/2, but it's a 2 for 2/1. It still trades with 2/2s, but it does, well actually, no it doesn't, because it has first strike, at least if you're attacking. And then it can also pump your whole team for the turn. It costs a whopping 5 mana, but that is a very relevant extra little ability that this guy has that makes him better than you'd think. Erishin Sunshield. Now, I love these types of cards, these tapper cards. First of all, when it comes into play, you can exile a couple cards from a graveyard, which is good because there's a lot of like renew and stuff like that, and they might not think that you're going to nab those cards, but this will do that for you. But what's even better is you can tap this creature and pay white to tap something else, and that's really annoying. That's really annoying when you don't have a ton of creatures on the other side, and you can get some really good attacks in because of a card like this. Excuse me. This was an all-star for sure. Loxodon Battle Priest. It's an uncommon 4 and a white 3/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature control. Wow. So like the cards like the Stag, that's a 2/5, becomes a 3/6. And then suddenly it's able to like block just about anything. And it can, if a dragon tries to block it, oftentimes it won't even die because the dragon doesn't have that 6 power. And then on the subsequent turn, you can pump this or pump that card or any other cards you need to do. And wow, I can't say enough. This guy was really great today, at least. This card was also really cool. Dalkovan Pack Beasts, Vigilance Mobilize 3. Wow. When you attack with this thing, spits out 3/1/1s that are attacking along with this. But if you pair it with War Effort, holy moly, you're attacking with 6-7 power, because this gets a power. Don't forget that. It's vigilance. And then you got 3 2 power creatures going at your opponent. It's very strong. So you can play Dalkovan Pack Beast, turn 3, and then War for turn 4, and it can be very painful. This card on my first beat with it was like it did the full 7. Excuse me. And then after that, it did another 6 damage, and they killed the Pack Beasts after that. But that was the game pretty much. These 2 cards, so good. Effortless Master, Vigilance Menace, enters with 2 +1/+1 counters if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. That's pretty sweet. Just a really solid card. Quarry Mountain Stalwart. This is, you cast your second spell each turn, another second spell card. Creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. You gain 2 life. Not bad. 3/3. Jeskai, Shrine Keeper. This card I didn't get to play very much today. Flying Haste 3/3, but when it deals combat damage, gain a life and draw a card. So that's pretty powerful if you can do that. Okay, Jeskai, Bushmaster. Brushmaster, not Bushmaster. Brushmaster. Double Strike Prowess. So, you know those 1/1/1 counters, they were going on this, and then I was attacking, and then I would have an instant in my hand, and so if they thought they could make a successful block of it, I would throw in the instant, pump the power, and this guy was just a menace to deal with. Even though it's not a menace, it's a prowess. This guy, I had 2 of them. They worked out pretty well. I think they're better in the later game, in my opinion, because 2/4, I mean, it does okay early game, I guess, but it was hard to get out with Jeskai colors and an extra of anything. Focus of Mind is just a great draw card. I only had 1 in. I didn't get to cast it for the cheaper cost, but what I did was, this is one of those instances where the Brushmaster could attack, and then I could play Focus of the Mind and give the Brushmasters extra +1/+1. Rediscover the Way. It's a rare saga. This was good because I felt like Jeskai didn't have tons of really good card draw in my pool. So this was, look at top 3 cards, put 1 in hand and the rest on the bottom. So that's like really nice card selection. And then the second one, it's like whenever you cast a non-creature spell, there's a creature that gets double strike till end of turn. Actually, that part failed for me when I played this card. So anyways, I think it could have been better. Here comes the removal. Coordinated maneuver, probably my worst removal, where it's like if you have a bunch of creatures, it can deal damage equal to the number of creatures to a target creature or planeswalker, or it can destroy an enchantment for 2, and it's an instant speed. So not bad, actually, but it's good when you have a wider board, obviously. Molten Exhale, I think the Exhale has been talked about a lot. Exhales are really great for 2 mana, deals 4. And if you have a Behold a Dragon, you can actually do this at instant speed. And I was able to get 2. It's really, I found it really important to get removal in this set. So in the draft, so I got an Osseous Exhale. Deals 5 to attacking or blocking creature. And if you have a dragon, you can Behold it to gain 2, which is nice. Narset's Rebuke, this deals 5 for 5, but you get a rebate of Jeskai back on it. It was funny, a lot of the games actually, you know, people were like really having to keep track of what mana was, you know, available and things like that. This was a cool card, but I was sad they got countered when I played it. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent the damage, and with that damage prevented this way, you can... it deals that much damage to the source's controller, which is cool. And then you draw that many cards. So cool. And Jeskai in 2. The one time I got to cast it, it got countered. So I was really sad. This was a game winner for me. My bomb, I would say this is certainly a bomb. Flying Vigilance 4/5. When it enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard. Copy it. Then you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So... you can get permanents back, yeah, but you can also get like instants like Molten Exhale back and remove, you know, things like that. It's extremely versatile because it says you can. It just has to be a non-land. So as long as it's not a land, you can copy that. So cool. This was really good for 5 Jeskai, or Jeskai in 2, so 5 total mana. Really love this guy, and was the game winner for me. So can't complain at all about Shiko, Paragon of the Way. All right, let's open up the couple prize packs and see if we pull anything nice out of them. First pack. Oh, cool. We got a Stag again. I wanted to draft this Dawnbreaker, but I don't think I did. I was able to get that card, unfortunately. Stormshriek Feral. I've played this card a lot. Ooh, we got the Teamer Triland. The Kieran Anchor. Sig Ceremony. 3 black is the rare. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less. Okay, cool. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy it, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Okay. That's a weird card. I don't know if that's good in limited. If it is, please let me know how. Oh my gosh, let me know how that works. And then Elspeth Stormslaver, holy moly, double rare mythic pack here or mythic here. Wow, Elspeth, just amazing. That's a great card. It's a token doubler. You can also make soldier tokens, which double. You can put +1/+1 counters. You can destroy target creatures. That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous card. Delta Bloodflies. We got a bird and a wind-scarred crag. Bird and monk token. Wow, that was a great pack. I don't see how this pack beats it in any way. Death Gorger. Envoy. Focus the Mind. Cool. Devotee. Artisan. Evolving Wilds. That's good. Earthcaver. Sculptor. Current. Dragon Brood's Relic. That's a cool card. Mardu. Siegebreaker. Human Warrior. Death Touch and Haste. When this creature enters, exile up to one target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. So it blinks. When this creature attacks, for each opponent, create a tap token that's a copy of the exiled card. Attacking that opponent at the beginning of the next step, sacrifice those tokens. Wow, that's pretty powerful. That's a cool card too. Wow, nice pull there. Narset's Rebuke Island and Spirit token. Well, there you have it. Great fun tonight. I'm really sad. Next week, I'm not going to be able to do the draft on Friday. I have another commitment, so it won't be a couple weeks till I'm back at drafting at the store, but you can bet I will be practicing on Arena as much as I can. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.